CFR Network, CFR News. Good day, good night, all. Shalom, balance, paradise. Ni hao, hola, bonjour, all of the universal greetings. Got a seasoned traveler with me. I got the sibling Czech in effect with me. What's going on, sibling?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Good, man. Glad I've got you on the broadcast. I gave you a very small little introduction. Please introduce yourself in a little bit more detail, sir.
All right. My name is Czech. My YouTube channel is called Czech in Effect. Also Instagram, all that. I'm a blogger that basically document my lifestyle traveling. So when I first started, my thing was to show people, mainly it's for everyone, but mainly brothers, to show them, hey man, you know, you can get your passport and enjoy the world, travel different places, see the world. You know, that's an experience that most people can't, especially like myself. So that's what motivates me to see people saying, hey, Czech, I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna, you know, after watching my videos, a lot of people actually want to travel. So that's what my channel is mainly about, man. It's a travel channel trying to motivate people to travel.
Proper. And it's definitely doing that. It's motivating not just the people who haven't traveled, but they're even the quote unquote seasoned travelers like, oh, okay. I didn't think about going to that country. So let's actually, before we stay in the present, let's rewind a bit of time. What gave you the gumption and the drive to say, actually, let me pay my couple $100. Let me get this blue passport dying and let's get this stuff tatted up, man. What was the inspiration?
Well, it had nothing to do with making videos. I was working a regular job like a normal person. I had a vacation, 1 month. I had a 1 month vacation. And I decided, you know what, I applied for my passport probably, I don't know, 2 years prior to that. I never used it. I just had it just to have it. And I said, you know what, man, I got a 1 month vacation. Let me go check out another country. So the first place I went was Dominican Republic.
DR, okay.
DR, that was the first place I went to. I'd never been outside the United States besides Bahamas and Haiti. Bahamas and Haiti was the only place I ever been outside the United States. And at that time, I think Bahamas, you didn't need a passport.
Yes.
At that time. At that time, to travel from the United States to Bahamas, you didn't need a passport. So I tried it and I saw how the people treated me and I saw how life was, how comfortable I was, and I fell in love with it.
Okay.
You know?
Please elaborate in regards to, because I know exactly what you're saying, but I want it to come from your mouth. What was the experience in regards to how you were treated when you went to DR?
Well, the experience, everybody has different experience.
Of course.
My experience when I first came, the very first time I came to DR, obviously Dominican Republic has a lot of beautiful women. Everything is more cluttered because it's a smaller island. Yeah. So everything is more cluttered. So as soon as I went there, I had like the utmost respect. You know what I mean? Like I had the utmost respect. My main reason going was not, most people go because, you know, they want to see women, this and that, and I get it, nothing wrong with that. But my main reason going is because I knew a little bit of Spanish, but I wanted to be fluent in Spanish. I wanted to say, yo, I want to be fluent in Spanish. So I really went there and took a course. I took a Spanish course in Dominican Republic. It was a class that I was in. We would go to class. It was a crash course. We would go to school 4 days a week. And we're in school for like 4 hours. We would even have a lunch break, right? We go for 2 hours. Then we get a little break, like a little quick 30-minute break, eat food or whatever, and then come back. So I went there to learn. And during the time I was there, it was very expensive. So I only did it for 1 month. And then I met a couple guys in the streets that was like, hey man, you know, I told them what I was there for. And it was like, man, you don't have to go to, you can learn a lot from the streets, not just in school. Because in Dominican Republic, they speak Spanish different, first of all. You know what I mean? Yeah, they call it callejero, which means street Spanish. You know what I'm saying? Slang, a lot of slang.
Yeah.
So that was how I got there. Now, the way I was treated, we're going to get to that. So I just want to get the part where what made me come to Dominican Republic. My objective already was to was to dive into the culture by knowing the language fluently.
Yes.
That was my objective. So as soon as I learned the language fluently, you know, I met a couple women out there. So I met probably two bad ones, and the rest of them was pretty good women, you know, because you're gonna have some bad apples that's about money.
Indeed.
And bro, the way they treated me, the economy, as far as finance, money, like how everything was economical.
Yes.
You know, I was staying in a really nice apartment, and you would think, like, being in the United States or even in London or in UK, you would think the apartment I'm staying at is like a lot of pounds, bro. Like, you would think, yo, this guy's at least paying $1,200 a month for this place, or $1,300.
Yes.
And I had
Czech
like
is balling.
Yeah, I was out balling on a budget.
Yes.
Basically balling on a budget.
Mm-hmm.
So the money, the way people treated me, you know, a lot of Dominicans, if you're a guy that's somewhat in shape, they always think you play baseball. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh, of course.
So
yes.
Right. So the treatment, the economical, the treatment, and the fact that I can, like, things that I can't do in the United States, I could do there. Like just the little things that, you know, like massages, or, you know, if you want to take care of your health, things like that, man. So
access to nature as well at its finest.
Get access to nature as well. And once I got deep in and I started traveling outside of the tourist area, that's when I really got to really experience the real authentic Dominican Republic.
And many travelers fall into that trap of, okay, let's have a look at, you know, YouTube. Oh, that country looks nice. The beaches look nice. And they literally, as you say, stay on the resort and don't really get an opportunity to soak up the true environment, the true proper foods, you know, the language, the culture, most importantly, to get that rounded experience.
Bro, I recommend, and I say this to a lot of people that talk to me, because, you know, I do consultations and everything, and I get a lot of people that talk to me and that want to travel, especially DR and Mexico and Colombia. And I always tell everybody, yo, if you're going to DR, I do not recommend going to a resort unless you're going with your lady, or if you have a girlfriend or a female friend that's in Dominican Republic and you want to treat her to a nice resort. Resorts are mainly tourist people. Or if you do find regular people there, they're there with their significant other. Indeed. You know what I mean? And then resorts, it's like a casino. If you go to Las Vegas, they want to keep you in that hotel. They don't want you going to another hotel. They don't want you going to other places. So resort, you're not going to get the real feel of DR, you know? So that's why I recommend going out. I would say go to the major cities, but I personally like going outside of the major cities where there's not a lot of tourists.
Yes, because again, the pace is a little bit more laid back. It's not that hustle and bustle of the locals seeing you and knowing that you're a quote unquote tourist. And it's like, okay, I need to try and extract some money from this person if they're that way inclined. You go to the quieter spots, it's chilled, it's laid back, pace is a lot more slower. You can explore, I think, a little easier in them places.
Not only that, but in those places, they're not even trying to get extra money. They charge you whatever price. Like, if you're gonna go buy food, it's that price. If you're gonna, you actually give them a tip. Like, hey man, you're so used to paying the higher price for tourists that when you see the real price, you're like, what? Oh, here, man, here's a tip, man. You know.
I can agree to that most definitely. And also the service, sometimes it's not like even just about, oh, the price is so cheap and stuff. It's like, well, if you're only charging this and I'm getting quality food, I'm getting a quality service, hold an extra, you know, couple dollars here, you know, as a thank you.
And they're not even expecting it because they're not used to tours.
Yes.
People who are used to tours, they're expecting money. You know what I mean? Yeah.
True indeed. So, heritage-wise, are you African American, quote unquote, or are you from the islands?
I'm American. I'm born and raised in the United States. My dad is Haitian, so I have a little Haitian blood. But most of, you know, I was mostly raised here. Well, not mostly. I was raised here all my life.
Have you got connections to Haiti?
Say what?
Have you got connections still to this day to
Yeah, I actually been there. I was there when I was younger, but you know, you don't remember much. And when I started doing video, before I started doing videos, I went probably like in 2016. And I actually went like in 2019, 2020 and did some videos. I did a couple of vlogs out there in 2020. And I plan to go back again. I just don't know when.
Right.
But when I was there, it was during my first time, the beginning of my career, my YouTube career, and I didn't have that many followers and all that. So, you know, you don't get that many people watching, but I did get some decent views for like the low amount of subscribers I had.
That's all good because it's all part of the process. It's all part of the building process. You know, perfecting the skills of, you know, presenting. Because let's be honest, doing what you do can seem quite easy to some, but it's not as easy as some people think. I mean, like, what are some of the challenges that you face when you're actually trying to create content?
Hold on 1 second. Hold on.
Cool.
It's raining.
Okay.